Okay, so let me get this straight. You, Mr. Detective, is trying to genuinely explain to me, that you believe that you've had to deal with worse crime syndicates than I did.
Yes, that is true.
Last time I checked, most of the fucking criminal syndicates you had to deal with didn't actually have fucking superpowers.
Yeah. Well, in your case, it's quality and not quantity. I had to deal with literal armies of gangsters.
Yeah, except here's the thing. When I faced off against armies of gangsters or evil individuals, those motherfuckers could shoot lightning from their goddamn hands or had some type of fire or literally any... Like, they just had a fuck ton of shit that they could throw at me.
Come on, we both know lightning's barely a threat to you.
Yeah, now it's barely a threat to me, but beforehand, I would deal with so much bullshit. So much crap. Like, literally, I have had to deal with so much shit that you would never believe. Alright? Jesus Christ. Like, the amount of crap I'd have to put up with is ridiculous.
God damn it.
Okay. Like, have you ever had to deal with a guy made entirely out of water?
No.
Yeah.
I'm sure Rain has, though.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of which, where the hell is that guy? He's always late. Where the fuck is he?
Yeah.
Rain! Rain!
Rain, get your ass in here.
I heard my name.
Oh, there you are.
I heard my name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm late.
Version of Poochie. Good job.
Yeah, sorry I'm late this time. I got back from the doctors, and unfortunately, he brought me some bad news.
Oh, you're finally gonna die?
What the fuck?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, you're actually dying?
Uh-huh. Not many magic uses make it to 200.
The fuck? You just kind of glitched out of reality there. What the fuck just happened?
I guess that's his abilities, or is that me? Who?
No, he just glitched out of reality for a second.
Yeah. All right, I'm back. Yeah, not many magic users make it to 200.
Yeah, we can see why.
Yeah, I could turn into dust any minute now, he said.
Huh. That
Since I am this old.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean that really does suck. Like I really hate. I'm gonna miss you, buddy.
Damn. I know I get on your case a lot, but I'm gonna miss you too, man.
Yeah, I'll miss you guys too. But hey, Conway, I get to see your grandpa.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell him I said hi.
Man, this sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good thing I'm already getting my affairs in order. My grandson, of whom you'll be meeting today, yeah, don't worry, he's like me, but more serious, more robust, more precise. Yeah,
So
he's taking. He's taking over. Yeah, he's taking over my weapons workshop forge that I have that I've had in the Citadel since its inception.
You think he'll want to be a part of the podcast?
I can go ask him.
I mean, I'll ask him. Yeah, he'll. If he's taking if he's shit. I'm so old. I can't talk. Yeah. If he's gonna take over my forge, I'm sure he'll like you guys too. By the way, he's around your guys' age. His name's Daniel.
Daniel,
Uh,
would he happen to be a tiger?
Hmm.
Okay, that wasn't the
I
best. That
don't
wasn't
know
the
what that
best of
means.
my. That wasn't the best of my jokes. His name is
Yeah.
Daniel.
yeah, I don't even get it.
All right, none of you motherfuckers grew up with fucking Daniel Tiger from Mister Rogers' Neighborhood.
I
I'm older
oh,
than both y'all, and I don't know who the fuck Daniel the Tiger is.
I've never watched Mr. Rogers. I'm a failure.
I swear to God, how do you motherfuckers not have like? How do you not have childhoods? I mean, I understand why Dr. Rain doesn't, but like seriously.
Yeah, my childhood was in yeah, it was dealing with coal miners and gold rushers.
Mm. God damn it! I really hate thinking about death.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
Yeah.
kind of makes me wonder why we romanticize, why we as men romanticize the idea of the last stand and not going out quietly. You have one guy versus many other
Yeah.
guys,
Yeah, if you're feeling like Ryan Gosling,
yeah.
Eh.
and many other action heroes from the past too.
I mean, like, I could give you a solid reason, but we'd all be really pissed about it.
And what reason would that be?
A
Yeah,
lot of
what reason would
sexism.
that be?
A
A
lot
lot
of
of sexism.
like just the I. Okay, what exactly? Like sexist? How exactly?
Well, I
Is it
just
yeah?
mean,
What's sexist about going out like a badass?
no, it's just the idea that, like, the only way that we could ever be useful to people is with our deaths.
Oh,
Oh, so it's sexist towards men.
No, well, I mean, like, the guys who made it are sexist, and, like, it has a lot of Look, it's like, it's got layers, and I don't have time to get into it right now, but just know, somewhere along the line, it's usually about, like, demeaning women in some way.
so it's like all right, layers like ogres. Got it.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, right, here I am thinking we as men are actually getting a piece of that action finally.
no, we are, but, like,
It's just not as prominent, not as known,
Well,
which needs to be, by the
I mean,
way.
like, I don't know, like, I went to a seminar with my cousin the other day, and, like, there's a speaker there who was, like, talking about, like, things that are framed for men that are actually, like, relatively harmful, especially to young boys and the development, and just, like, the idea of self-sacrifice at that extent. Yeah.
yeah, like I don't want any kids I have in the future to think that they have to like sacrifice themselves to be worthy.
Yeah.
Because like again, I understand the idea like sacrificing yourself for the greater good. You know, it's a normal thing that a lot of people understand, and definitely something I get why people say is good. But like, you shouldn't feel the need to have to sacrifice yourself for other people. You should value yourself enough to know that yeah, doing good things is good and like helping people when you can, but like it's not like you should never get to a point where you like genuinely want to or genuinely should only want to like see like view yourself as important by sacrificing yourself. You should always want to take care of yourself the same way you'd want to take care of others. And I feel like a lot of people need to understand that.
Yeah. Personally, if I was in the last stand, yeah, yeah, it's something. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna die anyway. I might as well tell y'all about this. Yeah, one of my abilities with matter manipulation, yeah, is making stand automatons that look, feel, and act like the undead.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I've used that ability to take out many gods once.
Okay,
In
you
fact,
keep talking
it was
about
how I took out Hephaestus.
Okay, you keep talking about how you've taken out all these different gods. How many fucking gods are in this goddamn universe?
Uh, I lost track of counts. I know I wiped out entire pantheons, and
I'm starting to think most of
yeah,
these gods are just people with like really powerful abilities and just, who don't, and like, I'm literally starting to think that these are just like really strong motherfuckers who call themselves gods. Like, are you sure half of these people are like actual gods?
I was taking out eldritch beings before I was taking out gods. Yeah, in my mid 20s, so yeah, I was over in Nevada, right? Yeah, this low level famine god wanted sacrifices, and it's like I was possessed by an angel of destruction. Yeah, because next thing I knew, I was there, and there was a Swiss cheese pile of flesh on the ground.
Oh God, dude, you know what? I think the senality's finally gotten to you.
I was
Because this,
25.
yeah, and I've
Yeah, I
been
killed
hearing
my
a lot
first
of that. That
dog.
magic causes your brain to like start aging really fucking fast.
Huh.
Maybe, yeah. Just, dude, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I think most of the people that you fought, they weren't gods. They were just regular people with superpowers.
Oh shit, that actually makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really be so sure. You can go look
I,
at the records.
I mean,
I have them in my hand right now. And most of these people, they are flesh and blood. They don't have ichor. They don't disintegrate when they die, unless you make them disintegrate. Actually, since that's your go-to method, no wonder, or it's been a pain to in order to figure this stuff out. You've been erasing the evidence this whole time.
holy shit. That's
What aren't you telling us, Rain?
this is actually pretty fucking disturbing.
Oh, tight-lipped now. Okay, let's see what else we have.
Yeah, tell me what else you got.
Famine Joe, yeah, disintegrated. Yeah, this was a normal man who went around marginalized communities and disenfranchised people, making them think he was a literal god. Suddenly ended up disappearing one day. Let's see. The Order of the Black Dragon. Also claimed to be descended from gods. Also ended up being wiped from existence. Only a couple of grains of sand left in their wake. Yeah, and just it keeps going like this. Just people disappearing after claiming godhood. And like no one's gonna miss these guys, obviously, but
I
I
mean,
think there's a
yeah.
lot of holes in their stories, man.
Yeah. Some more holes in the Swiss cheese factory in this bitch.
Yeah.
Hey, are you sure I'm going to see now?
Pretty sure you are, man.
I mean,
I'm pretty
you're.
sure I killed Raiden.
I mean, even if you did kill a lot of people with superpowers, it is still kind of fucked that you kind of went. Like, did you go after them specifically because they were gods or because they were causing trouble?
Yes and yes.
What? What if they were a god and they weren't causing trouble?
Then I would leave them alone. Like I said, I'm actually friends with a lot of them.
Okay.
And Morpheus, yeah, Morpheus, he's chill. Hecate, she's chill.
Hestia? Because Hestia is Bestia.
Yeah, definitely. Hestia bad too. Yeah, you should have seen her. She bad.
She bad.
She bad.
She's a granny, dude.
Yeah, Hestia is pretty old. I mean, not old
Yeah,
in the sense that she looks old. Like, she's kind of like,
yeah, the Hindu Buddhist gods. I mean, all of them are chill, so I left them alone.
Yeah.
what about Quetzalcoatl? Here, there are a few dragon creatures out there that have the name Quetzalcoatl. Am I in a similar situation? How many of those have you killed?
They were fake.
Well, no, but like, there's an actual powerful dragon that is so big it can wrap around the planet, currently sleeping, and that's like apparently the real Quetzalcoatl. You're telling me that guy's fake?
Nobody really knows who the real Quetzalcoatl is.
I guess so. I just like big fluffy dragon. Okay, let me dream.
You know, I can make you one out of sand.
I don't want a sand Quetzalcoatl. Okay, I want to meet the real Quetzalcoatl.
No, a sand fluffy dragon.
That doesn't sound fluffy. That doesn't even sound inviting. Like, sand is...
It's not even molecularly, it's not even gonna feel like sand. It's gonna feel like a cloud.
Ugh.
Matter manipulation on a molecular level.
Well, why would you even... why would you even, like, fucking... Why would you even suggest sand in the first place? I get sand as, like, your go-to thing, but, like, I'm starting to think you're obsessed with sand.
Dude, it ain't just sand.
Yes, I understand that, but you always suggest sand.
I mix things up every once in a while. As you know, I've turned gods into dirt. Yeah, I've turned one into clay once. I've turned one into gravel.
I swear to
I
God.
pulled a Medusa and turned one into stone.
See, if this was the Avatar universe, I swear to God, you'd be an earthbender.
Yeah.
Honestly, that'd be pretty fitting, but I prefer water.
Oh, really? So then why don't you turn any of the gods you killed into water?
Yeah. You want to be... You're going around being Anakin Skywalker's worst nightmare, dude.
What, pocket sand?
Yeah, he hates pocket sand. He's like Dale Gribble. Dale
It's
Gribble is his
everywhere.
worst nightmare. Pocket sand.
No, it's kind of funny how the Star
Meanwhile,
Wars
Vader's
movies...
respirator.
It's kind of funny how the Star Wars movies are based off of, like, an actual fucking galactic war that happened a few, like, millennia ago.
Yeah, it turns out George Lucas just got really high and transcended reality at one point. That is nuts, man.
That is not true. The books got... That is not true. A bunch of the aliens from that galaxy came over here and wrote a bunch of books, and George got the rights to make the fucking movies about them. That was a joke he made in an interview. Right? I'm sick of that fucking rumor. Although I hate how badly he screwed up the fucking prequels. Like, why would you start... Like, why did he start with the prequels? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like,
I don't know, as George Lucas. Meanwhile, I heard mob stories.
mob stories?
Yeah.
What ab-
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, because we were arguing over who dealt with, like, the worst... we were arguing over who had to deal with the worst bullshit. I said I had to because because most of the fuckers I dealt with were fucking super powered. And the detective said,
Man, meanwhile, I had to keep an eye on Al Capone.
yeah, why didn't you just...
Yeah, I was ordered to only watch him. Yeah, not do anything about it, just watch him.
I mean, they had to get him by tax fraud, not by all the other stuff he was doing. I mean, like, once you open a soup kitchen, like that, there goes that. No one's gonna think you're evil.
True.
Do you know he invented the expiration date for milk?
Seriously?
Yeah, you can look it up.
So Al Capone was an evil piece of shit, a terrible husband, and a shitty father, but he's the reason why we have the expiration date in soup kitchens.
Yeah.
I am verifying my own claims here.
I genuinely wonder how the fuck someone can be so evil but still give genuinely good thing. Well, I mean, musical artists exist, so I guess that answers my question. There's a lot of
Yeah.
there's a lot of rock stars out there that did some shitty stuff. Speaking of rock stars,
Okay,
have you ever had to fight an entire mob that consists solely of musicians?
Actually, yes,
Who,
the
me?
Silver Dragons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Silver Dragons.
Okay.
They were,
Okay, yeah, Al Capone advocated for the implementing of expiration dates for milk,
okay.
and that's because a family member of his got sick from spoiled milk.
Well, you were saying about the Silver Dragons, right? Because I remember I fought like another fucking band that was secretly like a mafia.
Yeah, well, they were like a Yakuza group that, I don't know, they were all music themed for some reason.
Really? How'd you take them
Yeah.
out? Like, did you just shoot them or?
No, the only way I needed to take them out, I just made fun of their music. And they got really butthurt about it.
Really?
Ah.
Yeah.
Wish the
Yeah.
guys I fought was that easy.
Yeah, I mean, like, but they still were really dangerous because they were capable of intense destructive potential. And it took me a long while to find out that they were weak to like mild criticism.
Oh, I wish the guys I took out were that easy. The mafia band I took out were a bunch of fucking, like, because they were each different musical genres. Like, there was this one guy who got most of his power from rock and roll, and the whole thing that he dealt with and that he did was that he was like literally a fucking, like, he literally could manipulate sound and turn it into like physical shit. You know? Like actual physical, like he could manipulate sound waves and turn them into physical weapons. And in fact, that was the whole fucking like mafia, but they each used different music genres. One of them used country music to literally send like fucking tractors and shit my way. Literally tried to ram me with tractors and fucking pickup trucks. And eventually
You weren't
just
fighting a country version of Dio Brando?
I wish it was a country version of Dio Brando. The other motherfuckers, like there was this guy with rock and roll who kept sending like fucking dragons and bats at me that again screamed. Like I swear to God, like it was ridiculous as shit. And again, this is before I got my electricity powers and abilities. All right, I was like in my early fucking 20s when I was dealing with this type of shit. Like this fucking, like this is like fucking actual bullshit how I ended up going through all of this crap. Alright? Like I genuinely thought that it was like, ugh, God, like I genuinely feel awful when I tried to go through like all the bullshit that I did. Like, I hate this. Like I'm serious because I had ice powers. Fucking ice powers. Imagine trying to create an ice construct. Yeah, I know. But imagine trying to create an ice construct or fill a room full of snow and just have that shit blasted back at you because you don't have anything to counter sound waves. I had to find their musical equipment and try to break that shit. But again, they could just knock that shit off because of sound.
Oh my God, that's gotta be annoying.
It was.
Man. You wanna know the one time I used my, sand automaton abilities?
Oh, let me guess. It was
And not only did I use it on a bunch of gods, it was actually how I got Hephaestus and his automatons. Yeah, the first time I had ever used that ability, it was sometime after I had figured out I could make stuff like that.
Let me guess. You used it on a mafia.
Yeah, Chicago Mafia.
You took down the Chicago Mafia?
Yep.
What in the fuck? Well, I mean, I guess that explains where the fuck they went, because those guys just straight up fucking disappeared. Literally, no one knew where the fuck they went. They literally, like, literally, detective, weren't you put on the case to figure out what the fuck happened to the Chicago Mafia?
Yeah.
And even you were confused.
But yeah. What was your conclusion for that?
I mean, eventually I found out that it was all pointing to you.
Okay.
It's fucking ridiculous.
So now you know why they disappeared. But sand zombies scared them into hiding. Not after it took out a bunch of their guys, though.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, it is. But that's how zombies are.
Okay, well, have you ever had to deal?
Even though they weren't really zombies, they were just walking piles of sand, essentially.
So like Sandman from Spider-Man 2.
Or dirt. Or clay.
Yeah, but like, have you played Spider-Man? I actually visited the Arachnid when Spider-Man 2 came out. He was kind of pissed. Like, he was genuinely...
What did he say?
He was mostly mad about the fact that the game kind of shafted. Like, the game didn't depict the symbiotes the way that he dealt with his version of the symbiote. Because in real life, they're not like actual symbiotic aliens. They were like a cure for cancer or some shit that failed and got turned into super suits. And like he generally hates the fact that the symbiotes are depicted as like things that could potentially turn you evil. Because in real life, they really are just like organic, oily super suits. They don't even have like they do have thoughts of their own, and they are semi-sentient. But like the way they're depicted in the Spider-Man, like he actually makes it clear that he does kind of regret like giving his likeness over to like film studios and like in comic books and shit, because again he loves the Spider-Man stories to death. He just really hates how they're treating he just really hates how the writers are handling it, especially the most recent developments with Paul.
Who's Paul?
And the most recent Spider-Man comics, like, this actually pisses me off because I actually read a lot of the comic books based on these heroes here, and I'm gonna be real. I feel like the Arachnid, I get why he hates being one of the most popular, next to Living Rodent, who I actually feel worse for because they literally just removed like all of his rodent suits and just made him Batman. I feel kind of bad for him in that because he's more than just Batman. He's not even scary. He's like a really cool fucking dude. But anyway, in the more recent Spider-Man comics, Paul is like fucking like Paul was basically this guy that Mary Jane Watson ended up getting with after she got trapped in another dimension. And even though she knew that Peter, which I'm still wondering how the fuck they managed to come up with the name Peter, because I understand that these comic books are fictional, but like out of all the names you could choose for like the fake secret identity, why Peter? I mean, that's like a very common ass name. Like, wouldn't you want to give him like, what's with all these common ass names for the fucking superhero characters? That always been like a bit of a gripe. Like, wouldn't you want to give him a cool name, like James Bond or some shit?
Yeah, or Blake Stone.
Yeah,
Dirk Action. John Fist.
James Bond is pretty cool, even though he already exists.
Bames John.
Bames Jaundice. But anyway,
name is James. James' name.
Yeah.
It is I, Bones, James Bones.
It is I, Dick. Richard Dick.
Oh god, I remember my dad, like, I don't know, like whenever, like when I was a kid, like my dad would actually get me to laugh by saying that.
By saying Richard Dick?
Yeah, because I was starting to learn what swear words were, and just like hearing any sort of word that could be misconstrued as a naughty word is like, that usually was a way in order to like get me to keel over laughing. Like, I nearly threw my back out one time. It was insane.
Yeah. I've never actually thrown my back out from laughing. I have, however, thrown my back out by getting kicked in the fucking back.
Oh damn.
What is with supervillains and targeting our backs, though? That's the one question I have. Why?
My solution to that: tactical rifting.
Not everyone has the ability to tactically rift.
Yeah, and just open a portal on your back, and another one next to the villain's head. Boom, KO.
Who are you, the Spot? Does you have,
A lot of magic users pretty much are. Yeah, a lot of them specialize in tactical rifting, and they use them to troll the hell out of villains.
Isn't there an Afro-Latino spider person you're supposed to be fighting right now? Spot?
I'm literally old as fuck, about to die. What'd you say, you little shit?
Isn't there an Afro-Latino spider person you're supposed to be fighting right now? Spot?
Is the is the other arachnid like actually Afro-Latina? I don't think I've ever met this guy. I don't think I ever met him personally.
I've seen him without his mask. He's got some pretty dark skin, although I can't make any assumptions. He speaks very fluent Spanish.
Yeah,
And I've met his mom, so like that's how I know he's Mexican. But like I can't guarantee anything about his dad. I've never met his dad.
All right then.
Yeah.
Okay. Getting back on the topic of fucking mobs and mafias and whatnot. The hell was that?
Yeah, I heard it too. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, that was...
Yeah, it's something outside the office door. It's a conduit. You want to go look?
Why do I have to go look?
I heard it coming from your end.
Fine, I'll go look. You two keep the conversation going, alright? But stick to the topic of mob stories and, I don't know, maybe death. Although I'm still, like, kind of internally freaking out about the fact that one of my friends is about to die.
Great.
I mean, I expected it because you're old, but... Yeah, fuck it. I'll go check it out.
So, aside from the real world stuff, what are some supervillain mobs that you've been fighting?
Which one? Yeah, ones I have not wiped out with my sand people, or once I did solo.
I guess the solo one.
Man. And before the Citadel was founded, I was part of one of the founding 4 superhero teams that founded the place. They had me doing detective work for damn sake, yeah, and it was always boring. The only good parts were on field run and gun kind of jobs.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. This would have been the late 40s, I believe it was. So yeah. Hold on, let me see your papers. Yep, place was founded in 46. Okay, so yeah, this definitely would have been late 40s. Yeah. Man, it's such a long time ago. What was I doing? Yeah. I took. Yeah, there was a mafia. There was a not really a mafia, but more of a gang. Really, a pretty big street gang in northern San Francisco. You know, my stomping grounds.
Yeah.
What they? Yeah, they were geomancers. Yeah, really causing havoc and whatnot. So yeah, so me and my first partner, he was my first partner was a Nephilim. part demon, part human.
Yeah, I know. Actually, are Nephilim's part angel?
Nephilims are either part angel or part demon.
They're just
Either way,
halves.
either way, they have to be part human in order to be considered a Nephilim. And but Geomancer talk.
Yeah, you fought Tremor from Mortal Kombat.
Dude, they didn't even look like Tremor from Mortal Kombat. They looked more like the Thing from Fantastic Four.
No, they don't have to look like... Well, Tremor looks like a half-baked version of the Thing anyway.
I'm back.
I mean, like, similar powers. Yeah. Like, I remember you telling me this before. Like, the guy was able to, like, refine his arms. Like, he could have, like, stone and, like, abilities. Or, like, he could, like, superheat it into magma or, like, harden it into crystal.
A lot of them were able to make their arms metal, too.
Oh, so they're not geomancers, they're ferrokinetics.
Dude, why you gotta assume stuff? They're geomancers. Geomancers can control Earth. Metal is a part of Earth.
Yeah, that's the thing, though, because like it's specifically referred to as a different thing. Geo is rocks and crystals. Ferro is metal.
Metal's a rock.
I know metal is a mineral and it's a rock, but they refer to it as a different thing. It's the same. Dude, think of it as the same way of how most vegetables are technically fruits. Okay, we still refer to them as vegetables because vegetable is a culinary term.
Wait, really?
Yeah, seriously, you didn't know that?
Yeah,
I thought
vegetables are just roots.
I literally,
you're eating roots, Conduit. A carrot's a fucking root. You're eating roots.
No, I literally thought that vegetable... Like, I didn't know vegetable was a culinary term. I physically thought that vegetables were, like, an entirely different type of plant.
They're not. Most vegetables are fruits.
Well, yeah, I knew pumpkins were fruits, which is why it always confused me when people called them vegetables. Same with avocados, because they're also fucking... Like, I always thought that if it had a seed in it... Yeah, and tomatoes. Like, I always thought if it had a seed in it, like a physical seed, it was a fruit. If it didn't, it was a vegetable. And I thought, that difference made them different types of plants. Like, it's kind of like how... Like, it's kind of like how foxes... Like, I thought it was similar to how foxes, coyotes, dogs, and jackals were all different types of, like... We're all like we're all classified as different species. Even though when you look at most fucking dog breeds, they look like they should be completely different species. But I thought it was because of like, you know, small differences with their biology is why they were considered the same thing compared to something else. Like if you put a pug next to a wolf, obviously they're different. But if you put like a German Shepherd next to a wolf, you'd probably wonder how the fuck that got to, you know, the situation that it did, you know? Like, it just makes me wonder. That's... Yeah.
Alright, back to me taking out a Geomancer street gang in San Francisco.
Geomancer street gang in San Francisco.
He wanted a mob story from me, so I'm giving him one. Yeah, so I was taking on this Geomancer street gang in northern San Francisco. Oh man, a few of them could turn themselves into metal. One of them looks like Cyclops. Well, not Cyclops. What's his name? From the X-Men. What was his name from the X-Men? That all metal guy. Colossus?
Yeah, Colossus.
Yeah, one of them looked like fucking Colossus for damn sake. And oh my god, I was getting thrown around. I was just getting into elemental powers. At the time, I was only into arcane stuff. This would have been sometime after the Citadel was founded, so late 1940s. Yeah, I was only into arcane and whatnot. Man,
Speaking of Arcane, season 2
so,
wasn't that
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. How I took him out was hmm, I had to use my wind ability, my elemental wind abilities to bring in a severe windstorm, and they all eroded except for the metal one. It took me a long time to get that guy,
Hmm.
but most of them eroded, and this was before I was swarming them with my sand people.
Hmm. You really love sand people, don't you?
I'm actually considering turning my trophies into tree saplings and planting them.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean, that sounds pretty cool.
or I might have I might have Daniel do it. He's capable. Yeah, he's capable and is able to do everything I can. Like I said, he's like me, but more serious, more robust, precise.
Hmm.
Me in my prime.
Well, I really do hope I really do hope we do get to meet him soon, or at least, we end up getting along.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get the urn now.
You are really
No,
excited for
don't
Dr.
bother,
Rain's
man.
death.
Because I finally get to talk about something else aside from waiting for him to come into the freaking scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, don't bother, man. I want to be turned into a tree and planted on a big ass hill. Yeah, yeah. Have you seen one of those monkey trees?
Monkey
Yeah,
trees?
yeah. I forget what they're called. I know it starts with monkey and ends with tree. But those things can get really huge. Dude, I wanted to be turned into a monkey tree sapling. Yeah, yeah, take it to the top of a hill, planted, and just artificially grown into this big ass tree, just overlooking everything.
Well, here's what I think we can do for you. What we can do is we can turn you into the sapling, but the second we put it there, we're just gonna leave it there to grow naturally. All right, you took 200 years for you to get this old. It's gonna take you 200 years to get that big. Also, there is a confirmed afterlife, so you're probably gonna have to wait and see it. Which it's still kind of funny how people don't believe in it. Like the actual creators of the fucking universe have shown up and actually like talked to the planet before, and people still don't believe in them. It's pretty funny.
Yeah,
Cause like here's the thing, like I think
and
it's
it's really
mainly
funny if you think about it.
because like when you really think, cause like here's the thing, like actual gods and goddesses have explained like how different afterlives work, because it's not just like a heaven and hell situation, although technically those do exist, but like there are different types of afterlives, so it's not like this is the last time we're gonna see Dr. Rain. Heck, you could
Yeah,
even heck
told,
huh.
from what Morpheus told me that there's a bunch of heavens and there's a bunch of hells.
Yeah, and depending on which one it gets into, you could just come back and visit whenever you want. I'm sorry, I don't handle death very well. Like, I'm generally trying not to cry. I might have to end the episode here because I'm actually gonna cry.
Oh, damn.
But, yeah, well, no, yeah, I'll make you all feel better real quick.
Did you just cast a spell on me?
Fun fact about magic users. Your powers are tied to your consciousness. So even as a ghost,
Even as a ghost,
yeah,
what?
I still have my powers. I will still have my powers.
Oh, that's cool. Wait, but how do you know you're going to turn into a ghost? Like,
Your grandpa is one, and I've seen him.
and knowing him, he's probably said a lot of really fucked up things as a ghost.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Every hero has their powers tied to their consciousness, so even their ghosts have powers.
Well, that's pretty
And
cool.
conduits.
Yeah.
Since your electromancer powers came from the staff I made you, you will only have your ice powers in the afterlife.
Oh. Well, that kind of sucks, but you know what? Screw it.
Yeah,
Well,
enjoy it while you can.
well, I'm mostly used to the electric powers anyway. Well, that's all the time we have, at least
Yeah,
for this episode, because I'm still gonna
I,
cry, even though you cast a
yeah,
spell on me to try and make me happy.
I didn't actually do that.
Oh,
Do you
well,
want me to?
no. Please don't. Alright, Detective, you got anything else you want to say?
Banana.
Well, you
What
do
are you, a
have...
minion?
I swear he would
I'm
be the
suddenly
most
turning.
annoying minion.
I'm turning into the minions.
Please don't. I don't want to have to deal
Yeah.
with them. I'd rather deal with the
All right,
fucking
fine.
rabbits.
Uh, uh, yeah, you
Blah,
turn into a
banana.
minion, I'll turn you back.
Okay, fine. Look, I'm sorry. I got the last season of IT credit I need to catch up on. I'll be back with you guys later. My condolences, Dr. Rain.
Condolences for his death.
Yes.
Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah.